a question about yoga and Christianity. Do you think they are compatible? Yoga is not in competition with any other religion or religious understanding or practices. What happens is that when you're practicing yoga, all yoga does is brings your true nature out to the surface. If you have painted any facade of fake religious values or religion, that will come to the reflection in your consciousness or in your awareness. Fundamental part of most religion across the world, so do we speak. I'm talking about, remember, religion here, and not dharmas. Dharmas are different. A the belief system that is created by human structure is almost like the law book that created by different country. Every country makes their own rules and regulation, their own values and ethos, that everybody who lives in that land must follow those rules and regulations of that land. But rules and regulation from country to country may vary. Similarly, but ground value is looking after the interest of the nation or citizen of that country. Similar principle, the most religions bring the same principle. They have core value. We want to look after the interest of our prophet or our founder or our religious foundation that we standing on. Second, they have one common interest. They preach a love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, worship, prayer. Those are similar fundamentals you can find pretty much most belief systems. What yoga does, it does not ask you not to pray. Yoga does not ask you not to be kind, not to be compassionate, not to be have a gratitude or any of those qualities. If yoga does not ask you not to practice, and I personally think that matter of incompatibility does not actually even exist. Yoga is most compatible with every culture, creed, religious background, belief system, age. Pretty much everybody can do it, and everybody should do it. Everybody must make the yoga as a part of the daily practice. If you talk about peace, only way you can bring the peace by practicing yoga. But I'm talking about practicing yoga, not that yoga beer or yoga wine or goat. They think they're holding a goat in their arm. A goat is very sweet, as long as you don't take that goat to a slaughterhouse and eat it afterward. You love to go to yoga class. When you go back in the evening, you have some other animal in your plate. If that is yoga, I will not think that you can ever be in a space of peace, in a space of compassion, or a space of kindness in any way whatsoever. So if you thinking about a yoga compatibility in belief system and any religion, especially that comes topic with Christianity. I train lots of people to become a teacher, and they go to the churches to hire the hall, or they have been some, because they do not allow people to practice yoga. Then now when I was in US, I heard some new topic called Christianity yoga. Yoga is yoga. Since you put anything in front of it, there are lots of yoga teachers call it, some of my students call, they take away, they train in the discipline of Prana Kriya Yoga or Himalayan Hatha Yoga. Then they come along and say Kavala Kriya Yoga or a Jew Yoga or let's say Lisa Yoga. Or anybody can put their name in front of the discipline, it does not take the fundamental foundation of the what discipline you are trained in. So, point is, yoga does not, personally, yoga does not change your religious values. Yoga can help you to connect with your religious values. If you have fake religious values, then your religious values will shred off. If those religious values are just decorative, they will fall away from you because they are not reality. They have been imposed upon you and you are not really aligned with them. Yes, in that situation, if yoga can bring you to your inner dharma, if yoga can awaken your inner truth and question if there's any unwanted material that have been imposed upon you on the name of religion, yes, that time you can say yoga may be seen as incompatible. So, I practice yoga not to be follow any religion. I practice yoga to understand my dharma, connect with my dharma. So whatever belief I have, I can practice it with my 100% awareness. And whatever you are believing, whatever you are practicing, if you are not 100% available to it, problem. I give you example of it. You go to a temple, mosque, church, any place of worship that your religious background may take you to. But every time you get up in and out of the floor, your knees hurt, back hurt, shoulder hurt. Is it going to be, are you really practicing your prayers that time? You are more concerned about your body. You're more concerned about your looks. And you're thinking there's somebody sitting next to you, quite healthy and fit person, and you're looking at yourself uncomfortable in the pain. You are going to be, your consciousness little crunch in, your consciousness shrinks in, and that have impact on your mind. Because that time your mind was not fully free. One point. Second part is yoga is only interested not in your religion, not in your belief system, not in the color of your skin, not in the size of your body either. People get confused that you have to be very skinny in order to practice yoga. Or if you're practicing yoga, you should be skinny. So they go self-deprivation of a completely hunger strike. But as long as you're mentally fit, emotionally fit, and physically fit, that's what interest of yoga is. Yoga and meditations, most interested part in yoga and meditation to awaken your body. When your body is awakened, your mind can witness your presence in the physical body. Then once you can feel your presence in the body, whatever you will do, you will not do half-minded. You will do with full mind, with full awareness. And that will apply to your study, that will apply to your work. Doesn't matter what type of work you do. That will also apply to your religious background, your religious belief system, or basically it take away your jumpiness. You're no longer going to be a jumpy if you practice yoga. You remain alert. You remain attentive. And isn't that the whole purpose, that you are acquiring that physical body, but yet you are not aware of your senses, how you respond to them? You are not aware of what comes in contact with the senses. You cannot acknowledge it. And you are not aware of your body energy, your strength, your capacity, your determination of the mind. Your mind compromises before you actually even try. Your inner strength is weak. Yoga can awaken that inner strength inside you. That's what the reason that you want to practice yoga. If your religion comes between your health, definitely I will choose my health, not the religion. Remember that. If you think your religion or your religious values coming between your health, always choose. You are religious because you are in the body. Without the body, nobody cared. Before you were born, you were not Christian, you were not Muslim, you are not any religion that you can think that you are belong to. None of that exists. You were just a child who was not even innocent. Everybody says children are innocent. I don't think they are innocent. They are survival, a very strong survival instinct. They are manipulated, and they are crafty, and their self-survival instinct is very much present in them. If you look at a small child, only identified by the smell, where the person can feel safe. I will not call somebody looking for a safety equal to a innocent. If you have a little baby in mother's lap for 1 month or 2 months, how they smell it? By the breast milk. Breast milk, they have a good sense of smell. If somebody else goes picks up the baby, baby cries. Mom goes picks up the baby, baby doesn't cry. I will not. That is called basically a selectiveness, not innocence. So, but that's a different topic. So, I was listening to some very famous spiritualist person who was saying that return to your innocence like a child. I said, who told you that children are innocent? Or you just saying that people, your audience like to hear it, and you give them a false sense of security by the practice. Yes, I'm going to be innocent, despite you're filled with so much culprit behavior and nature inside. You're filled with all the garbage of how to manipulate. But you're calling yourself innocent, and wrong problem. It's a wrong practice, wrong teachings. But other part of yoga, you should practice, and why you should practice yoga? Because yoga is not interested anything other than your well-being. Not interested whatsoever. Is yoga is all there to transform you. If you want to cultivate love, yoga will create that possibility to love your physical presence, the energy inside you, the possibility that you have been given to be in this body, to realize and understand that what you can create. And yoga can help you with that. Second part, you have the health concern, breath concern. Everybody is breathing. And when you're practicing yoga, I don't ask you to pray to this God or chant this mantra or think about this God or go to this place. No, I don't say any of those things. I say inhale, exhale, don't stress yourself. If we think that is a religious background, yes, yoga equals breath religion. Let's make a new religion called breath religion. And I'm pretty sure if you don't want to be religious, don't breathe. And I guarantee you nobody can live without breathing. So personally, I believe yoga is a religion of breath. And healthy breath, aware breath, mindful breath, peaceful breath, not fighting. If you don't practice yoga, you will notice your breath is either very shallow or very short, and you are grasping constantly for breath. You're waiting that it's going to come back or not going to come back. You hold on to it so tight. If you like, you're constipated. When you're holding the breath, you feel like really constipated, but you are emotionally constipated. You're mentally constipated. That creates a massive impact on your physical wellness. So free yourself from emotions, free your mind from your limitations of burden that you have been thrown upon you from everyone and anyone, other than thinking about your well-being, your transformation, how you can cultivate the love inside you, how you can cultivate the peace inside you, how you can cultivate the compassion inside you, how you can cultivate the kindness inside you, and not limit them just only to yourself. Bring them through your senses so you become living love, living compassion, living kindness, not just ideology of it, not just ideas of love and compassion and kindness, and don't use the compassion and kindness and the spirituality on vulnerable people. Or they are looking for something, longing to connect with themselves. They are hungry. There are many yoga teachers or a name of so-called healers. Or they themselves are shopping on, they have not found themselves. They still shopping everything they can find every week or every 6 months. There's something new they are selling. They're sales agent of spirituality. So they find many different things, but it's a different topic. So if you are practicing yoga, you should not feel any threat towards to your religion. I can guarantee you. Unless you are not religious at all. You are just only becoming a parrot. Whatever religious value that you have read or you have heard or whatever people throw upon you or expect from you, expectation, then you feel burdened. You've been put into like a narrow street, and this side you go along, religion comes along, slaps you. If you go this way, religion comes along, slaps you, say, please stay in the line. If you don't listen to us, you will be burned in hell. If you keep going, follow, don't even question us. Don't even question us what we are saying. Just believe and follow us. And that is the problem with the religion. If any religion tells you that, say goodbye to it immediately there and then. Because religion is supposed to give you some religious values inside, but that equals freedom. That equals your abundanceness. Abundance, isn't that we talk about? God is abundance, your energy is abundance, your love is abundance, but religion is limited in your thinking. Problem. You are contradicting in your practice. So personally, there are problems. They even give you bribe. If you do this for that long, you will get a better place in heaven. You are suffering in this lifetime, and you worried about next lifetime. Forget about it. Not going to happen. I guarantee that much. So make sure when you're practicing yoga, drop that idea of insecurity. There will be lots of people, they will tell you bad thing that you're saying you are a demon, you are satanic, you are this, you are that. Tell them, I'm very happy that you are giving me that label. I'm okay, but I feel very peaceful inside me. I feel very comfortable. I enjoy my presence in the body. I'm still kind to you despite you are calling me all this name. That is my living example of yoga. Don't react to it. So practicing yoga and meditation is a must if you want to remain healthy and practice whatever you are believing healthily. Yoga and meditation is must every day. Every day. And not once a week. Every day. isn't that the person, the yoga's most interest to understand your nature. You want to understand the matter. You go to school to understand the matter, what is outside of you. Yoga helps you to understand what is the matter with you. You can study outside what is the matter, what is happening with the matter outside. But yoga meditation helps you to understand what is the matter with you. Why you behave the way you behave. Who you are the way you are. That is the yoga's interest. To make you understand what is the matter with you. Outside is a different study. Yoga meditation is your study to understand how your bioenergy, understand how your mind, how your senses, not the eating the food, blood coming along, not this, how your intelligence is operating and enhancing your capacity of that intelligence. That is yoga's interest. And you can take that intelligence, apply it to everything and anything in your life. It will always be helpful. I hope that makes enough sense about religion or yoga.